Welcome to Huddle Up with Ryan and Adam. We are so glad to have you. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. To my right over here, we got Chunk, and we got Chris over there to his right, too. We are watching Monday Night Football. It's the fourth quarter of a really good one. We just hit the 2-minute warning here, and we are watching the Texans playing the Buccaneers. What do you guys think of this game? It's a close one, right, Chunk?
Yeah, it's been really good so far. It's been fun to watch. It's a big running game from what I can tell from the last quarter week because we've been setting up. Baker Mayfield kind of rolled his ankle, so I wonder if that's been an issue for him.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm going to win fantasy because CJ Stroud didn't pass anymore, so I'm happy.
Houston last week kind of had a dud of a game against the Rams. You know, they weren't able to beat the Rams, and it was a low-scoring affair, and they were actually my fire alarm last week for not scoring very many points. But, Brian, any thoughts about this game that we're kind of watching right here?
Divisional games, divisional matchups early in the season. I mean, you already starting the season off new. You don't know the personnel. You don't know how well you're going to jive. And then to open up against divisional rivalries, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, we were kind of talking before the show started that, you know, there's been a lot of divisional matchups in the first 2 weeks of the season. And it's kind of surprising because it's hard football at this time. That's why I think you're seeing some injuries. That's why I think you're seeing some you just don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know.
Tampa Bay was up when we all got here. Tampa Bay was up. We were eating some pizza, and then Nick Chubb just ripped off a long one. We were all kind of talking about he's kind of having a revitalized season. Obviously, we know what happened with him. He got hurt, and then kind of coming back here. But Chris, what do you think about this game that we're watching here? Texans kind of making a little comeback here. See if Baker Mayfield's got some magic, huh?
I hope so. I'm a huge Baker fan.
Yeah, I'm a Baker
I
guy
just want
too.
Baker to win, man. His story's cool and his backstory of how he got there, and he came in, you know, beat the Raiders and got back on the map. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's not an insult, but it's just like I like to see him be successful because I think he got a bum rap in Cleveland. I really do.
Yeah, that was kind of his coming out. We're seeing a lot of that, like with some of these guys in the NFL, these quarterbacks who are getting a second chance who maybe went to, bad teams right off the rip, and then they come back, play for another team, and they do pretty good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
That's what the game.
Darnold, or do you think it's more fool's gold? Like, most of those guys, you think Darnold's going to have a good season?
These are professionals.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to get them in the right situations, right offenses, right offensive mind coaches to really bring out what their potential is. I mean, these guys are professionals for reasons. I think the top guy that you actually missed right now in the season that's kind of rejuvenating his career, and he wasn't even benched. He was still a starter for a while, but he went to a new team this year and won the job outright from a guy that's young, and that's Danny Dimes, man. He is killing it.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
He can prove
on Danny,
he
man.
can prove a lot of haters wrong for sure because he's definitely somebody that I honestly didn't think would probably go to another team and flourish. I just thought he was kind of done for a little bit, but he looks pretty good.
When
this
he
year.
left,
went
he
to the
was
right
supposed.
team.
Yeah, when he left, he was supposed to be backup.
Yeah,
to Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
They have a
And-
good offensive line. They got a good running back, decent receivers. He's doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the right game plan.
Yeah.
And you
right.
got Jonathan Taylor, man. Jonathan Taylor's just been ripping it up.
Yeah, they definitely got some pieces over there. There's the NFL. I mean, it just seems like there's so much talent in it. Even we're going to talk about it later.
The
But
bomb.
Baker throws a bomb to Mike
The
Evans.
double coverage.
Almost
Baker,
got it, but-
he's kind of forcing things right now. You
Yeah.
can kind of see the urgency they have right now.
Well, I wonder if the ankle injury is worse than it is. Not worse, but I mean, it's hurting him trying to drop back on it.
I don't know. I think what you had right there is the play calls before were very conservative because they were up and they were just kind of milking clock, and then it backfires, just like the NFL always does. You play that prevent offense, you prevent to win, just like my Raiders are normally used to that crap.
Yeah.
But
Not tonight, though, baby.
Not
Not tonight.
All
Not
gas,
tonight.
no brakes.
Yeah, we're bringing the heat,
All
baby.
gas, no brakes. Chunk said.
Woo! So, I want to talk about some breaking news. We're going to be watching this game. We got a minute and 27 seconds left. Baker heaves one down the field.
Oh, my God.
They're doing some heaves here to get back into
Cuba
it.
again.
But breaking news, Brian is going to break it down for us. Obviously, Joe Burrow, some huge news in the NFL comes out today. Ryan, you want to break that down for us?
Turf toe. I guess I can in careers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hurt your toe, get paid millions of dollars, go
Yeah.
off in the season. It looks like right now he's opting for surgery is what it sounds like now. So I guess surgery with turf toe is what I see is 3 months out. And then you got to rehab. And unfortunately for Burrow is a very highly anticipated superstar we're talking about, right?
Of
And now in
course.
the first 6 seasons he's played, he's had 3 season-ending injuries. I'm not saying this is season-ending because it's so soon, but you got to get to that second part of the season to be able to say you're coming back, right? If these guys aren't competing towards the end of November and going into December with a chance at a playoff potential,
Yeah.
you're going to get shut down for the rest of the season. Let's be honest, guys.
I agree.
So that this could easily be a season-ending injury depending on how Cincy handles this.
It probably
It takes you out to the middle
yeah.
of December.
Yeah,
And that's before the rehab.
What's the backup guy's name he played yesterday?
Jake Browning.
Yeah, Jake Browning. Your kid met him, right? You said.
Yeah, so this funny story.
Yeah,
My son, my youngest, is a aspiring QB for youth football. So we took him to a few football camps, and Jake Browning and the Folsom Bulldogs put one on. It's free to the public, and you get to meet some current NFL players. And one of them was Jake Browning, and we did our whole thing and tossed around the football, and we're hanging out afterwards because we were with some people. And Jake's down at the other end where me and my son are playing catch, and he's picking up cones and stuff. And my son decides, hey, Jake, I wanted to tell you something. And Jake's like, he's a much respectful guy. Like, you would not, if you met Jake just walking through and you didn't know him, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. That's what's cool about him. He comes walking, he's like, what's up, bud? He's like, I didn't mean to tell you this. Well, I wanted to tell you this, but I wanted to wait till the end so you're not mad. But I'm not a Bengals fan. Straight to his face. And Jake's like, well, that's okay. He's like, who do you like? I like the Bills. He goes, Josh Allen is a heck of a football player. He's good. He's like, but just to let you know, I think the last 2 times we met in playoffs, we beat him. And I'm like, wow.
He made sure to get that in.
I like that he threw that little dig in there.
Yeah.
And then he instantly threw Dad under the bus by saying, well, that's okay, Jake. My dad's a Raider fan.
Yeah.
But it was cool to stand face to face with the guy and chit chat. And now he's in there slinging the football and winning games. It's pretty cool to relate.
I hope so.
And he's going to get a big opportunity here, right? This is probably his last season in Cincinnati, no matter what.
No way.
No?
No way. He was you got to think what Cincinnati did a couple years ago. 2 years ago when Burrow goes down with that injury of his wrist. Jake Browning comes in and he balls out.
Yeah.
He actually
good.
balls out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, they signed him to an extension of a 3-year extension to keep him as a backup because he's done so well.
Right.
This is a perfect guy to have as your backup in Cincy. He's established. He can run the offense. And he did it yesterday. Burrow goes down and he comes from behind and wins the game for them.
So you're saying they locked him up preemptively a few years ago?
I think they locked him up knowing what they had.
I don't know anything about his contract, so that would be kind of smart, No,
Yeah.
I heard something interesting about Browning, and they said that
they still might trade him though, because he's probably worth a lot for trade value, right? I mean, if he has a good season this year,
Yeah, I mean, if his contract's done this
because he's
year,
gonna play so many games, it's not gonna be like before where he just plays like a handful, because that can be iffy. And guys in the NFL, they know they've been burned by that. Like Matt Flynn, where he starts like 2-3 games and he does really good, or however many Matt Flynn started. But this guy's gonna start a whole season, so if he's good, just like Darnold, I would imagine.
So actually, this is his contract year.
All
He
right.
signed a 2-year contract in
he's gonna ball
2024.
Yeah, so he's gonna
making
ball out, baby.
He's making a fat meal.
Well,
That's
and
it.
I watched a lot of that game because it was on Red Zone a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, he made it look easy. Like, he had been doing it for years. And Burrow, I see struggles with Burrow. He's good. The dude's a baller.
Dude.
But Browning made it look easy. He's been doing it for years.
So
Yeah.
So speaking of,
Sometimes I think it's easier to like sit behind, like you're sitting behind Burrow, you're never gonna play, right? Except for if Burrow's injured.
Yeah.
And then when he's injured, right? There's not the guy behind you really isn't gonna get play. You know what I mean?
I was at the game when Purdy started playing against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
When he came out, Purdy just ran
it's
that
like-
offense like he'd been
Okay,
doing it for years.
here's a crazy stat, you
Well, maybe
guys,
now he'll have
because
pressure.
like you said, Jake Browning, he is a local boy considered for us.
Yes.
He's from Folsom.
Yeah, he is. Wow. I
He
didn't even know
is
that.
a national career record touchdown passes in high school. Coming out of Folsom, 229 touchdown passes during his high school career. For a single season record in 2014 of 91 touchdown passes. This guy went to Washington out of Folsom, and he tore it up in Washington too.
I feel like I remember.
I
him
am
in
more
Washington.
stunned that he hasn't got that opportunity.
Right.
That has taken him this long to get to where he's at in the professionals. And I think this could be a year that really shines. He did it 2 years ago when Burrow goes down and he holds the team together. If he can show this year that he can do it again with a decent defense, I mean, they're 2-0 now. When was the last time Cincinnati's been 2-0 to start the season? The
Yeah,
last 5
they
years?
did win the game yesterday.
They did. Yeah,
they did win the
He
game.
had three interceptions, but then he came back. He
Yeah.
adjusted and fixed it.
Yeah. And he scored the winning touchdown.
They're not out of it at all.
No,
I mean, we
no.
just don't. And the sky's really the limit for this kid.
Yes.
This kid could be the next Tom Brady. I mean, not.
Well, he's been in the
But he
league.
could be a really good
Be
quarterback.
the next
right?
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he could
Go
be
out
the next Brock
Yeah.
Purdy
there,
for sure.
Go out there and start and win a contract.
Literally 9 seconds left here. Well, they call it a timeout, but I was going to do a little game break, but we are so close. 9 seconds left. The Buccaneers are right knocking on the door here. 9 seconds, 19-14. This is it right here. There won't be a tie. This game is going to end in 9 seconds. One of these guys is going to win. I think I think Baker's going to knock it in here. What do you guys think? They're about what are they? Second and goal, like 3-4 yards out.
I hope so.
He's got to go full Baker here, bro.
Yeah. What do you guys do right here? Run or pass?
Pass.
Give it to Bucky. Yeah, you can't.
I think you pass to give
They
you.
have 2 timeouts though.
I say you pass though to give yourself an extra chance.
Yeah.
For another play if you
Because
don't
they
get
could
it
just stand it up and need some more time off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for Joe, do we know what toe it is? Does it matter the severity for each toe? Is it the big toe, pinky toe?
Well, turf toe is considered the big joint of the big toe, and it's actually he tore the ligament underneath it, so that's what the surgery's for.
Yeah, I saw.
It's a painful injury.
I saw somebody today say that
Bucky Irving.
There you go.
Oh, let's go! Fantasy football.
Right?
No, that's not him.
That's
He's
it?
stinker. No, he's number 7.
Oh,
No,
I
is
thought-
it?
Oh, that's white. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
Oh, dang it!
Going for
I have
Dang.
Bucky Irving. Gosh darn it!
I thought it was him.
Oh,
Got it.
1 and 7 from a distance. You know, I'm sorry.
Darn it.
I
Maybe that's like
pre-emptively
a
called
fool.
it.
It's like it's on recorded forever. It's like a fool.
Adam's a secret Bucks.
Nah,
fan.
he didn't get in. He didn't get in. Give it to Bucky. No,
Yeah.
he got in. But I saw somebody on X today commenting that they need to really change the name for turf toe because it's like way more devastating than the name sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Like
sounds
when you
you
hear like you got turf toe, it's like why can't he just
you
play
stub
through
your
that?
toe. He's
sounds
in
like
a
you stubbed your
nightstand?
toe.
Yeah, yeah. So they got to change the name for turf toe.
Well, and did you guys see the tackle?
No.
No, I actually didn't see it happen.
He gets sacked and he's kind of gets spinning around, and I'm like, I believe they played on grass yesterday too, so the turf toe is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah,
right?
they were in Cincy. So.
But it's kind of one of those things like you just kind of look close and you're like, I don't even know how he got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, unless he has this really long, big toe in his shoe, and that's the only thing that was planted.
Yeah.
And it just kind of bent. It's like an Achilles tear, you know, it's like, bam! You're like,
a lot of grass.
and he just sat there like, I felt like putting a little meme up, like, I need my mommy from the whole quarterbacks series, because, you know, wow.
Somebody somebody in our fantasy league just said Rashad White screwed Bucky there, Adam. Thank you. I wasn't watching.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Baker.
That was wild. Anyway, so this game is effectively over unless there's a run back here or a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
They're probably not even they're gonna squib it here and then a Hail Mary. That's gotta be the play
There you
call.
go.
But anyways, anything more about Burrow? I mean, pretty devastating news. That's your franchise guy. I mean,
Yeah, he was my
Either-
franchise fantasy guy, too.
oh, you have him in fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're
Burned my dreams at winning again.
Yeah.
You're not paying him $52 million a year to sit on the bench.
No,
Yeah.
it's just 12 years of looking at the trophy I've never won.
Yeah, that's true. That's always tough when you lose a quarterback like that. So yeah, fantasy managers, tough one right there. That's gonna be tough because
Yeah, because
Probably.
you know he was drafted high in a lot of
oh
drafts.
yeah,
yeah.
he's
Well, I
top
mean,
5-6 quarterback. at
top
least.
5 or 6 quarterbacks. I shouldn't say high in all drafts because standard leagues don't take quarterbacks like our league does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, heck of a comeback here. We're going to switch topics here. We're going to talk about one of Chris's favorite topics. We are going to talk about the Dolphins' early season struggles. Honestly, I was doing some deep dives on this last night, and I didn't really realize how just kind of hectic the situation is over there. 2 games in, you would think.
Did you watch McDaniel's post game?
Yeah, I did. I actually have that. I'm gonna let you guys talk, and I'm gonna start bringing up some stuff on the screen here. But we'll go to Chris first because Chris is our in-house Dolphins fan. I watched the game yesterday. I honestly thought that Tua didn't actually play bad for a lot
He
of it.
stayed up running.
It was just that
He stayed up running and no laterals.
But sometimes
Way Houston.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. They're talking about this game here. We have a final here on a kick return. Houston, they didn't do much on the kick return, and the Buccaneers advanced to 2-0.
Look at that little stat over there.
0-2.
Longest active streak of starting the season 2-0 is the Buccaneers. 5th year in a row.
There you go.
Sucks to be you, Keegan.
Oh, that was
I
live.
win.
Oh, you won your
Live.
fantasy matchup?
Yes, by
All
4
right.
points.
Excellent.
Take Keegan down in a super team.
Keegan's got a good team.
He always has a good team.
Uh,
It's terrible.
he's terrible. Yeah, I know. But Chris, so what do you kind of think? It's a meltdown over there. It's a full-blown meltdown.
Yeah, it's a meltdown.
Only after 2 games, though. How can it be?
Well, and I don't think, and I agree with you, I don't think Tua is the only problem. He had some problems at the end of the game. That last series he had the ball, he threw it way high. Then he gets sacked in the last 2, and he just doesn't know what to do. And then he threw that interception before that, and he's thrown into triple coverage. And I'm just like, he can't make game decisions. Like when the moment is too big, he can't make the decision. But if he's dumping off and he's got Tyreek or he's got A-Chain or something over there, he's dumping them off and he's making passes, he's making plays. But when the big moment comes for the game, he can't finish. He can't close.
Yeah, mine's over.
And then let's not even get started
Let's
on
get
their
on
defense. Those guys cannot tackle, dude. There's
They
that's
got
the
some-
worst tackling I've ever seen. Just in that game.
Didn't I see a weird stat? Like the first 8 drives this year, they have let them score.
Yes.
They have not stopped anybody in the first 8 drives.
Well,
Indy never got stopped.
Andy never got stopped, and had the Patriots had the ball enough time to just not kneel down, and they would have done it. They would have been the Patriots and the Colts scored on every one of their drives
Yeah.
between 2 games.
I mean,
That's awful.
I mean, regardless of what's going on in the offense, right? And with the McDaniels and the drama with Tyreek and all
Correct.
this other stuff on the offense side,
Correct.
if your defense can't stop anything,
No.
you got a Cincy problem from last year.
Yes.
Right?
It's exactly what we talked about in like a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. I mean, you got to stop the rock.
Yeah.
You
And they
can't just let it go.
Yeah. And then Chubb had a good sack yesterday on May.
Yeah.
But other than that, they did nothing else. They just were giving up too much, man. And then
Chubb looks good though. I
Chubb
like
looks
Chubb.
great. No,
Yeah,
he's
The
great.
problem with this type of season, though, is, I mean, minus the fans getting upset and doing that stuff, is you start being this bad, you got to start offloading these players that are going to that and go into a full rebuild.
Yeah.
Or how do you salvage it?
Yeah.
That's
Because what's going to happen here is, in my opinion, is Dolphins, they got talent.
that's your
Yes, that is my water. And I just moved it from. Are you sponsored by them?
yeah.
But what's gonna
Not
yeah,
yet.
that would be cool.
We'd be big time if we were
Yeah.
sponsored.
Yeah, in your shed back here. But what I'm getting back to is the Dolphins are in a pivotal moment, in my opinion, that they either got to figure it out on defense,
Yeah.
or they got to figure out what they're going to do with their personnel going forward. Because if not, you're going to turn into the Saints,
Yes.
where
And the
it's
Saints
their-
look good right now.
This past week.
Yeah, they kind of look.
they
pretty
played a decimated Stanford medical team.
We got clips.
good. I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this play right here.
I don't want to watch this.
Yeah,
Okay, you can try my shoulder.
the headline here says Tua is completely broken, and I think this was a play that
Did he
a
put
lot
gang
of,
signs up again?
you'll see here.
Oh,
This is terrible.
Gets the snap in time. Tua.
Right here.
Oh,
I mean, literally.
Who was he throwing to? He threw it to a
I mean,
Baku.
rewind it. Rewind
let's,
it.
I mean, let's go back here and watch it. Oh, sorry.
Keep going.
This guy up here, Tom. Look, he's open.
No, yeah, he was open.
Yeah.
Right here, Tua. I can see it.
Tua, that guy's right in front of your wide receiver,
Yeah,
dude.
he's terrible. Dude.
So,
Well,
anyways,
not only is that guy in front of it, that guy's in front of it, and that guy's behind it.
yeah, I mean, I don't really know what Tua was
Is
going
that
for.
Hill or Waddle?
Let's watch.
Hill's 10, Waddle 17.
Schultz gets the snap in time. Tua.
4K, 4K.
Don't worry about it. Now Tua is picked.
Looked like he was going after Hill.
Yeah, it was Hill.
10.
Hill was coming back to get it.
No bueno. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Tua makes some of those Dak Prescott mistakes, I call them, where he just like literally chose who he's going to throw it to before he throws it to him.
Keegan says bad
Clock management by the Texans. I agree, Keegan. That was a terrible play at the end, right? They
That
didn't
was
do
a
anything.
great play.
You liked the play?
Yes, for me.
Would not. Oh, for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
But we're talking about if you were the coach of the.
No, that's terrible. I would at least try.
Yeah, there
At
wasn't
least
a hook and
throw it out.
lateral
No.
or yeah.
You know, that ball was even kicked at the goal line,
Yeah.
so that's a potential that you're sitting at the 35.
Yeah.
Right there, right?
Yeah.
You're not landing in the land zone, so you're, that new kicking rule. It's
I-
a struggle.
I love it when these guys chat. I was gonna say, this is a very interactive show. You guys feel free, chat. We'll look at it, and then we could talk about whatever the chat is saying too. Ask questions.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But getting back to I don't know who we were with, but yeah,
Oh, it's-
the Dolphins are they're just a mess.
They're bad,
and
man.
there's Tua.
Dude, you're acting like Tua right now. You don't know what's going on.
Injuries. Tua,
Just kidding.
Tua,
Right here. He's on him.
Yeah, Tua and me have a lot of similarities, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna show Mike Daniels one. But what do you guys think? Tua was kind of a little snippy in some press conferences too. That's the thing too. It's like everybody's like, I don't know. It just seems bad. Like
Yeah.
it just seems like
I
it's
think there's
headed
bad.
for.
I think there's bad blood in the locker room.
Well, somebody asked Tyreek Hill. I wish I had that one. I don't have that one. But somebody asked him, like in the locker room this week, how come he doesn't have a reception over 30 yards? And he was like, "You're trying to piss me off, right?"
yeah.
But dude, then I thought about it after. It's been one game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's only one game of
Yeah.
statistics.
Yeah.
So he didn't catch in one game a pass of over 30
Well, I
yards.
think
Settle
there's a
down.
statistic where he hasn't had over 100 yards in like 8 games or something
Maybe,
like
but
that.
it feels a little bit like the Miami media is also like they see a wound there and they're definitely pouring.
Well,
salt.
I believe the media is like that in general. They're gonna,
For sure,
they're
but
gonna blow
can't put
things up.
that
But this feels like the one in the NFL that everybody's kind of converging on.
Well, Tyreek's
Well,
trying
that's
to,
because you're going to show the McDaniels interview, and
Yeah.
that's what's
Yeah.
going
Oh,
to happen
yeah,
right
that
there.
is.
Everyone's
Oh,
looking at him like
Tyreek's trying to hold back his receiving yards because he doesn't want any more kids. Because every time he has receiving yards, he just pumps
Well,
out
and
more.
he's in a mess of things
He
off
is.
field right now.
Oh yeah, his
So-
domestic, yeah, dude, he's a really big distraction for them for that locker room, and he's a big star, big distraction, paying him lots of money. You know, like we talked about before the show, you think they'll trade him? I didn't think they would because they'll have the dead cap space of $28 million if they trade him before.
So I don't know what you dug into. We can compare our notes of what we've dug
Yeah,
into.
sure.
There is a huge cap hit and dead money hit if they get rid of him at a certain time.
before June,
But
of next year. Yeah,
But no, it's actually what I found was right now he's a cap hit this year of $27.5 million, just a little over it. But if they trade him, it could go to 12.7,
but isn't that after that June date cutoff?
something like that.
It's
But then,
after June.
but then for next year, he's a $51.9 million cap hit if he remains on his current term.
Gotcha.
And if they trade him, nothing's guaranteed for next year.
Oh, interesting.
So that's why it says that I found it says 29.9 million salary next season is not guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
51.9 million cap if he remains on the current contract and stays on the team on the third day of the season for next year.
next
To me, that is writing on the wall that if we don't get better, we're trading him.
Right.
This was I had
That's just my opinion.
I had so much stuff queued up for this Dolphins one. It was just like, I don't know, the algorithms were just sending me so much. But here's one. Here's Cam Newton right here. I agree with Cam.
He's
Here we
already
go.
ready for Halloween.
Only meeting is a sign of disaster. The sky is falling.
Yeah.
And I'm touching it for all the wrong reasons. And this is the thing too that I'm peeping up in Miami. I don't really like talkative Tua. This whole offseason, we've heard more from Tua Tagovailoa than we have ever had. I'm saying to myself, bro, I like quiet Tua. I like Alabama Tua when all he did was just work. Maybe it was the
You know what else we like? A quiet Cam.
Yeah. You're not a Cam Newton guy.
I'm not a Cam Newton.
I gotta switch
guy.
over to the Raider game. Is it on this channel? Maybe not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Making sure we're.
I can't believe
It's on
ABC.
It's
Football.
ESPN, the ABC. It's one of the two.
Okay. We're on. Let's make sure we're on.
Oh,
Oh, sorry,
there you go.
guys. Sorry, we missed a minute. All right. Joining the Raiders.
They're already in the red zone.
3rd and 5.
Of course.
Chargers on the red zone. Anyway, sorry, we just switched to that. But yeah, Cam Newton, he doesn't like a talkative Tua.
dude.
But Tua seems like a little more on the defense this
Wow.
season.
He
You
does.
know,
That's
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he knows the end is near,
Oh, 4th and 5.
and if it's
okay.
after this, he's
You take
done.
it.
Yeah.
Dude. I'll be. I told Tyler this. I walked in.
You can call him
Sorry,
Chunk.
Chunk.
Tyler.
Tyler, sorry.
Doesn't
Man.
matter.
I apologize.
He goes by all.
I go by
If-
many.
if-
Yeah, he's
like
on
So
many
you
days.
got the Dolphins
Shit.
have 3 division games in the first 4 weeks. One of them was yesterday. Bills Thursday night. That's going to be a bloodbath. I'm sorry. And then you got the Jets.
Bloodbath as in not
The
good.
Bills are going to destroy the Dolphins in a pool of their own porpoise blood.
Wow.
Very, very.
And then you have the Jets with a iffy Justin Fields, but the Jets have looked okay, and the Dolphins don't look good enough to keep up with the Jets, even at home. And that's a Monday night game. You get 2 primetime games. And if I know one thing about the Dolphins, they love blowing primetime games.
Just blowing
So
it.
I'm
Huh?
just blowing it. So by week 5, if you have lost 3 division games, I think they get rid of McDaniel.
They're definitely not.
I'm glad we didn't turn the game on earlier.
Why?
The Raiders got the ball at the start.
Oh, shut
Oh no!
First play,
No
Gino
way.
threw a pick.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Well, I saved you from that, I suppose. But
You did.
I'm sorry.
You did.
But the Chargers just went
I wonder
down,
why I
scored a
was
field goal. You held them to a field goal though,
Yeah,
so that wasn't that bad. Hey, things considered, I'm big time rooting for the Raiders tonight. Dun 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 dun. Anyway,
Well, my fantasy guy has the Herbert, Genty, and who's the other guy? I don't know. I'm playing whoever. He's got all 3 of his players there tonight, so he's got to put up 65 points total to beat me. He could. He
might.
could.
Herbert's no joke.
Herbert's
man.
no joke.
Yeah.
Genty's no joke.
I want to see Genty go off. That'd make me a lot happier as
yeah.
a Raider fan.
I'd like to see that too. I'm excited to see their offense tonight.
He's had a touchdown, right? So he's had one so far. He
Yeah.
got one against.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
He got a little 1 yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran. They only ran for like 30, 50 yards.
38 yards,
Yeah.
15 carries.
It's hard to get a touchdown in the NFL.
No, I'm not.
It's hard.
I'm not taking it away from him. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. It's
Yeah, no,
hard.
he's a huge dude. Well, I'll play one more clip here. This was the viral one. Everybody.
Are we done with the Dolphins?
No,
yet?
no. This is it. We got to talk about the Dolphins.
All right.
To me, the Dolphins were like. To me, they were the train wreck of the weekend. It was like
They've been the
everybody-
train wreck of the year.
Not even
so far.
Denver with that leverage call. Come on.
No, because Denver's gonna have momentum to actually win.
They got me.
And other teams are going to come up where they're going to have their moment, but right now
Yeah.
it's like the Dolphins
Dolphins
are
are
like
the-
they must win this
Yeah.
week. And we'll watch this video.
Against the Bills.
But McDaniel seems like he's on drugs or something. But I want to say, I'll preface this video. It's still hilarious to me when I go to like Twitter and I read the comments. As terrible as this guy has been as the head coach of your team, Niners fans still will embrace him with open arms.
Yeah.
They just want him back up.
They'll
in the
be
team.
your OC.
They know
They'll be
he's
your
like
OC
an
next year.
X's and O's guy, and they don't care that he's
Yep.
doing terrible. But Mike McDaniel, so we can get back to the game here. Then we're gonna get
better
back.
job
But
supervising all of the orchestration within our multiple personnel groups. So to win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game. Honestly, and that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field.
So to
You're
win
first and
games,
10,
you
and
can't
then
lose
you
the
find
game.
yourself at second and
Is that what we're
20.
hearing?
That.
I thought that was Biden for a second. No, I didn't know what he was talking about. Like, what was he saying? You think he was just disheveled and like so out of it
Yeah.
from the loss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
It
reminds
was
me
very dejected.
Yes.
of Josh McDaniels at the end of his run with the Raiders. He just sounds the despair in his voice, the sadness,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It-
But it's like for an X's
Truthfully,
and O's guy to say about football, it's like
Yeah.
to win the game, you got to win the game. You know,
can't lose the
You can't lose it. It's like, dude, that's like that's like
Bro,
prehistoric.
you know, putting it all aside, McDaniel has not been good. I know this.
Yeah.
He's not a good head coach. He's a great offensive coordinator. He's a terrible head coach.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are a mess right now. But how does their GM still have a job after 9 seasons without a playoff win? How does that happen?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How does that happen?
I was watching a little conspiracy thing about that or something. That
Oh,
maybe
I know exactly what
maybe
you
he
watched.
has like ties or. Well, did you send it to me?
No,
Maybe you
so
sent it to me.
basically what they say happened, and it's speculation. The year that they drafted Tua, they were tanking for Tua, and that whole lawsuit with Flores is
There's
Roth
your
was
Gingy
paying
guy.
Flores to lose games.
Sorry.
And
that's
Greer knew it, and then they got rid of Flores, but Greer's like, you get rid of me, I'm gonna out you. So
Yeah,
they
that's
have to-
what. So that guy's got some
This
dirt.
is
He's got
welcome to
dirt
the
on him,
NFL
man.
right
Yeah,
here.
but
man.
He's got
Still.
dirt on him, man.
Yeah, but still.
Welcome to our new division. Boom.
Yeah, this.
There's
Woo!
Genty.
That's gonna be on SportsCenter top 10. Genty just smashes the dude. Somebody said today, look at they're playing with a black football tonight. You see that?
They really?
Nah.
You don't see it?
Well, it looks black. I
Oh,
don't think it's black.
All right, maybe I'm
It's conditioned.
all right. Or maybe it's
Tom Brady's our owner.
Anyways, but somebody was saying that like Genty and Scadaboo, they just really look
Dude,
good.
Scadaboo has been amazing.
He's awesome. I love that he's a local boy too.
Yeah.
He's
Rio Linda.
local. Yeah, Rio Linda,
Rio Linda, yep.
Sac State,
That's awesome.
Arizona State, and he hits about 5 people before he moves the yard.
He's amazing. I think he's great. I think he's exactly what the Giants need.
Before we move on, how long until they trade Tyreek Hill? What do you think, Chunk? Do you
After
think
8
he's
games
on
this year.
8 games?
8 games?
I think it goes 8 games.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Really? You think?
If the Dolphins don't turn the season around. If
Yeah.
the Dolphins start winning, then it's a whole nother different story.
Yeah.
But I think the season by the end of the season, he is going to be on another team.
But what was that?
That was Genty not knowing the play.
I think like the last few
Jesus Christ.
seasons, it seemed like they've been able to string it together. But definitely, if they don't have a good season this year or like in the playoff mix, they could probably be a fire sale team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
McDaniel will go before Tyreek though.
Yeah, probably.
They'll-
So.
Well, most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I'm honestly surprised McDaniel's like made it this far.
They're
Because it's
giving
still
him one more chance. They're giving. Well, you got 3 again.
Yeah.
3 of your division games are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bills are next. You've already lost one. And after that, you got the Jets.
I think it's
So-
crazy
so-
that the way the NFL did the scheduling this year with the whole divisional games starting so soon
There you
and so early. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Like it's really putting some pressure on these guys.
Yeah, you got to come out of the gate.
You
hot.
just got to come out of the gate hot.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do.
I'd love to know the Vegas odds for the Dolphins winning against the Bills on Thursday night. Put down $100, win 60 grand.
Your current odds, huh? Let's see.
What's my
two
current odds?
two viewers in the chat. Feel free to message us. We'd love to hear what you're thinking about. But yeah, I think
Buffalo is favored by 12.5 currently.
Odds. Yeah. There you go.
Whee! That's gonna be a tough one.
Well,
But
it's Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen's the man right now.
that's a get right game, though. Hey,
It is.
It is
It's a
and
tough
it's a
one.
division.
It's a tough one.
but if you can
It
win that
can
one,
be done, but if you can win that one,
If there's any time to go to Buffalo and play, it's right now.
that's
Yeah.
right now. Yeah,
The
That's the
weather's
thing.
nice. You're
Yeah.
not going to the cold.
exactly.
You know,
I agree.
especially with the Dolphins.
They can't
It
win.
gets
in
around 50 degrees. They don't know what to
No,
do.
they can't win in under 70-degree weather, man.
Yeah.
I know this.
That's true. That's
I
true.
looked up all their weather games since Tua's been starting.
He's like, I went from Alabama to here.
Yeah, seriously. We played in cold weather games, bro. Tuscaloosa gets cold.
Yeah.
Anyway.
switching gears a little bit, we're gonna do a segment we do every single week where we talk about our favorite players from this last week, week 2. This segment is called the Cool Kids Club. This is where we throw on some shades in-house and we nominate some members. You want to be part of the Cool Kids Club? It's just recognizing you for your good deeds this week. We'll go around the table. Very, very eclectic club. Chris, who do you got? Who is your nominee for the Cool Kids Club in week 2?
Well, let's
Of the
flip it
National
around because
Football
I've been bad mouthing the Dolphins for the past 12
All
minutes.
right, somebody's
so,
going to get some love.
So I'm going to give Malik Washington with the 74-yard punt return for a touchdown.
All right, Malik
But,
Washington.
but I got to give love to Antonio Gibson for turning around and doing a 90-yard kickoff return field goal or for a touchdown. So both in the same game, both solid players, both solid plays. I think you got 2 Cool Kids Club this week in the same game.
Nice, I
Gotta
like
give
that.
respect.
I like that pick. Chunk, who you got? Chunk, who is your cool kid?
Well, people may shit on him, but my guy's Russell Wilson this week.
All right. When we get
There you
done,
go.
Russell
30
Wilson.
for 41, 450 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception. I mean, after Dable wasn't going to name the starting quarterback, he goes ahead and names Russell Wilson. He comes back and tears it up against the Cowboys. Cowboys is also decimated because they have no faith anymore because Michael Parsons got traded. But hey, cool kid, Russell Wilson.
But they pulled the win off.
They did.
They did.
Pulled the win out.
Brandon Aubrey.
Aubrey, yeah.
Yeah.
Which he could be I mean, I have him on my list of possible cool kids depending on what you guys
Oh, I
pick.
like you got a bunch of them.
I do got a bunch
Yeah,
of
well,
them.
give
I got
us,
the stats.
give us some. Give
I
us
make
some.
sure I have at least 3.
Huh?
All right, well, did you have one more? Or did you name all 3?
I'll let it go.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let it go.
Yeah,
It's
well,
what it is. Just let
We
it ride.
picked our top ones.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
we do.
okay.
In case you say it, then we
Yeah.
got
I didn't
another
hear you,
one,
sorry.
right?
I was getting my guy.
So
I
my
like,
cool
I like
kid,
listening to Ryan.
my cool kid is coming out of the Lions camp. Struggled the first week. Struggle, bust. We even talked about how the team's not clicking, new offensive coordinator, all that. But man, they were clicking this week.
Yeah, they were.
And I'm gonna go with another quarterback, Jared Goff.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Boy,
23 of 28, 5 incompletions, 334 yards,
Yeah.
and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's 5 tutties.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I got to give it to him for that reason. I had a couple other. I mean, his receiver, St. Brown, 3 touchdowns himself. You know, Neighbors in the Giants game, phenomenal game. But you know, in that Giants game, you got to give it to the kicker who ties the game with 2 seconds left and wins the game. So those are some of the guys I had just
No,
listed.
I like all those
Well,
picks.
and Aubrey's wife, he get an interview. You know, his wife told him, and he was sitting on the couch a while back. He's like, you know, you could miss that field goal too. He's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Went out, got hired by the Cowboys, and now he's out there kicking.
Well, I think the most
That's
impressive
awesome,
field goal was the one.
Ah,
The most impressive field goal to me was the field goal to tie the game, the 64
Yeah,
yard.
I
Oh
agree.
my gosh, that one had distance on it. too.
The Giants Cowboys game was old school classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Old
was
school
great. It
classic
was a great
football.
game.
It was amazing. It was the most fun game I watched.
Yeah, it was
Honestly,
fun.
on the morning slot.
Russell Wilson can still throw a rainbow too,
He
man.
can,
He
man.
can bomb it down the field.
Malik was like he couldn't even see it. He just
No.
went.
yeah. I know there's
Yeah, that-
Defender's
yeah,
hand was over
He
his
couldn't
head.
even see it.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was
like face masking him, and
Yeah.
he's like,
It was
whatever,
cool.
I'm gonna catch it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, who do you got down,
All
Adam?
right, let's see. Game break. Raiders 54-yard attempt right here.
Daniel.
9 minutes left.
Carlson.
3-0.
Whenever people do this, they jinx him. Thank you.
What,
Thank
when
you.
I just announced it?
Yeah.
What about the guy on the TV?
No,
It's
that's
okay, it's
it.
Daniel Carlson.
Right down the middle, baby. Right down the middle.
He's my kicker too.
All right. In fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and
That's
his
big
8 Raiders
points right
next
there.
year.
54
Yeah.
points. So Raiders on the board, 3-3. My cool kid is my boy Trent Williams, and he wasn't my cool kid until today. I read this story, but
Oh, you read the story. I
Trent
heard. I
Williams
saw
said.
that.
Trent Williams said, and New Orleans. I remember Katrina, but everybody knows like the Superdome and stuff in New Orleans. I obviously never been there, but it's just iconic. If I saw it in person, you would know exactly what you were looking at. But Trent Williams said he wasn't expecting to play through his painful bone bruise when he was on the way to the Superdome. But then Williams saw the stadium and his
Tua.
teammates and started to get fired up. Pre-game workout went well, and eventually Williams was even more fired up than anyone. He enjoyed answering doubts about his availability to play this week. So, like, nobody's playing. You got Mac Jones, everybody's injured. If Trent Williams just wanted to take the week off, nobody would have even said nothing, right? He doesn't even have to play in this game. Brock's not playing, and he pulls up to the Superdome, and he's just like, sees the guys, and he's like, dude, I can't let him go out there without
Yeah,
me.
I
Gets
agree.
juiced,
That's amazing.
goes out there, and then Mac Jones, there's like a story that, he told him, just go out there and ball, kid, and that Mac Jones was feeling a little nervous, but when Trent Williams looks over at you and is like, dude, just go out there and sling it.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, if Trent's got my back, I'm good. You know what I mean? So
Mac Jones
Trent
said that in
Williams,
his interview. He said that in his post-game interview.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what I
awesome.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was an awesome post. I'm happy for Mac.
actually, Trent called me after the game.
He
told
called
me-
you after the game.
Said that.
The bat phone.
Yeah. But, no, anyways, but I love Trent. Big
The
Trent.
Super Bone phone.
Yeah, the Super Bone phone. Yeah,
From the locker room.
we're definitely gonna miss
I know
him.
it was good. I was happy to see Mac Jones do that well.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. We might as well segue into it. We're gonna talk a little bit of Niners. We're gonna talk about Niners versus the Saints. I got a lot to talk about the Saints too, because that was kind of an interesting game. I always love, like, these guys have red zone and stuff. Yeah, we can take our glasses off. But these guys have red zone. But me, I don't know whether it's my ADD or what, but I just can't focus on all those games. You know what I mean? And I just like to watch the Niners.
But when you watch the red zone, it's not focusing on all the games. It's flipping through the games
Yeah.
for you. So you're kind of just seeing all the awesome stuff.
Yeah, but you can't really, like. I like to
But-
I like to, before a play
well-
starts, look at like a DB and just stare at
Here-
him, and then be like, "How does he do on this play?" You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even
You
watching.
need the all 22.
Yeah, that's
man.
what I do.
You need the all 22.
I definitely go back and watch it. Yeah.
So my thing about the red zone that I like is I'm probably a lot like you.
Yeah.
When my team is currently playing,
Yeah.
and I have the time to sit down and I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
That's what my duty is to do, right? At
Yeah.
those 3 hours, I have dedicated my duty to that. I fantasy goes out the window, games go out the window. That's the game I'm playing. That's the game I'm watching. That's the game I'm interested in.
Right.
That's
Yep.
all that's gonna go on right now.
Absolutely.
I don't want red zone. I don't want anything. I want to watch my game.
Yeah.
And that's where I am.
Yep.
And I don't know if you're the same way.
Yeah,
but
that's
if,
how I am.
But if
I
my
don't
game's
even
not
turn it
on,
at, I don't even turn it at.
I'm
the
not gonna lie.
commercials.
My game's not on. Boom, red zone. I want to see everything.
Yep.
I want to see all of it playing all that time, and I just want to see what's going on around the league, and it's
Yeah.
fun to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't even turn it at the commercials. That's how sad I am.
Oh, really?
Like, I just watch through the
Do you mute it? 'Cause
The,
the commercials are loud.
the commercials is when I go and, like, de-stress
You
or
have
something.
commercials?
Like, I go into the bathroom and, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, red zone has commercials now.
This is when you yell and scream.
Yeah. I
My
walk
red
in
zone
there,
didn't have
talk
commercials.
to my
Does the
wife.
red zone have commercials? Because I have the NFL app and they don't have commercials.
Yeah, red zone doesn't. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
You don't
awesome,
have.
yeah.
You just gotta hold your pee.
Yeah. But watching the Niners game, obviously the storyline was Brock Purdy wasn't going to play. You know what I mean? No Brock Purdy. And so Mac Jones, kind of the guy that Kyle Shanahan kind of maybe wanted from Alabama, he got to play yesterday, and we got to see Mac Jones go out there. And, Mac Jones kind of balled out. They were playing the Saints. You can say whatever you want about them. They didn't win last week. They didn't win yesterday. So they're 0-2. But I kind of think the Saints are a feisty team myself. And I think they're like a quarterback away, or Spencer Rattler, dialing some stuff in. And his guy's not dropping the ball away from being actually a pretty good team, because their defense is pretty stout. But what do you guys think about the Saints and the Niners matchup yesterday?
The Saints have nothing to lose. They have to leave it on the field.
A
every
scary
week.
team.
Every week.
Scary
And those
when
are
you
the
play a team like
scares.
that.
Every week they have to leave it on the field because they literally have nothing to lose.
So Dolphins are gonna be the same thing this year.
Yeah.
This week.
Well,
Nothing to
hold
lose.
Hold on. Everything.
Nothing to lose.
Well, if you hate McDaniel that much, yeah.
Chunk, get into the conversation.
But I think that the
Game's on.
I
know,
think that the
but-
Dolphins, like, if they only
trying to
win like
read
4
it.
or 5 games this year, that's like a big letdown, because they're not really rebuilding, right? They're supposed to win and make the playoff. So where, like, the Saints, they could win 5 games this year, but if the story tells that they were in a lot of games and they're building something, and then that could be good for next season going into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like what the
I think
Saints
they
put on
play
paper.
hard. They're scrappy. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of the Lions before they became Dan Campbell's Lions.
No, we're tearing up
Because-
Bengals.
Yes.
Kneecaps?
They're dangerous because that Lions team that didn't win very many games, they made you earn every freaking yard. And that's who I think the Saints are. They're going to make you earn it.
I think the Saints are terrible.
You think Saints are
I think
terrible, huh?
they're terrible.
Really?
I think what you happened to do is you watched the whole game, and they were kind of in it,
Yeah.
and they were there on a decimated team that you guys got to win on.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We've all agreed. Your guys' health
Well-
problems over in the 49ers are horrible. You're missing major starters in that game.
Yeah.
And this team still lost with all of their starters.
No, yeah.
They're terrible. You just happen to watch the game, and there's some flurries in there.
Yeah, maybe.
And
you're right.
I just don't think.
Well,
this
yeah,
team-
they absolutely are terrible because
This-
like drops and things are part of the
what
game.
drive
But
me-
like at the very beginning, Olave, our guy got dusted, and Olave dropped one right in the end zone that was wide open.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that wasn't Rattler's fault. But yeah, that's a skill thing. So yeah, the Saints aren't good. They're not drop catching.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
The Saints, I think, handled the whole preseason horribly. Horribly. You have no clue who your quarterback's going to be. You have two young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You had chances to go get a veteran to come out and teach these guys how to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you roll the dice and run in with two people we don't even know about. Like, we kind of know about them, but it's not going to give you a chance to win. It's not going to give you a chance to win now, and your fans are going to be mad now. Like, what are you paying for? I guarantee you, and I guarantee you, but I don't even know the stats. 60% of their fans that have season ticket holders are probably trying to sell them.
True.
That's just
I
my
don't know,
opinion.
the Saints been through a lot of stuff. The Aints, I don't, but yeah,
I'm
think,
just saying, like, you had opportunity. You had opportunity to make a better team over there. Carson Wentz wasn't signed until the last week of preseason. Could have brought him over there.
But last year they tried with with Carr.
But
and so maybe they didn't-
Carr broke. He permanently
but he's
broke.
better than Wentz, and they still couldn't do it.
But
they
Carr-
might just be
but that's
cursed.
what I'm saying is you knew leaving the season last year that Carr was most likely not going to be
Yeah.
coming back. There was a chance that he was going to have to not come back or wasn't going to start the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got these guys, and I don't know.
So
I
you would have
don't
liked it if
like
they brought in like a Flacco or a Wentz, and then Rattler comes in like 4 or
100%.
5. Yeah, I'm not against that. But I thought Rattler is not. I just thought he made some pretty good throws. Yet the drops. I don't have the stats in front of me. Is there a way I can look it up right here? But there had to have been a lot of drops yesterday by his wide receivers. And Olave, Shaheed, that tight end is humongous.
Yeah.
That guy, I just picked him up. I didn't even never seen him before.
He was 25 of 34 for 207 yards.
Who?
Rattler.
Yeah. But how many drops did his wide receivers have yesterday? It felt like 5
9?
6. 9?
Well, 25 of 34. I don't know.
No. It felt like a lot yesterday, but yeah, that tight end's big. And then Kamara's really, really good. This is a crazy stat right here. Look at this stat right here. This is Kamara's career. His fumbles in his career lost versus the 49ers, 4 of them. One of them was that big punch out in the playoff game. I remember that one. And it's only 3 against all other teams.
Well,
So
the Saints,
kind of a
Saints
weird.
Niners are a big rivalry. Though.
Yeah.
They really are.
The play I can remember the most is that one where Kittle just kind of catches it on the sideline that playoff game, and then 3 guys are trying to tackle him, and they're face masking him. And anyways, but
Wasn't
anyway,
that the NFC divisional a few years ago? They got him,
Yeah,
or was
yeah,
that they
yeah.
got him into the
yeah, it was a
championship?
playoff game. I
It was the
remember
divisional
Kittle-
that got him into the NFC championship.
But what are we doing here? You're doing some math.
Yeah, I am doing math right now.
But anyways, I mean, he's not a world beater or anything, but yeah, that's a fine thing right there. I would have been. I'm not saying that wouldn't have been a good strategy. It might have been, but they kind of tried that last year. I feel like.
I just feel like when you go into game plans against teams and you have mediocre quarterbacks, and maybe I'm just talking because the Raiders have had some mediocre quarterbacks, and last year the reason we struggled so much is we had no run game.
Yeah.
You got to start relying on your strengths, and I don't feel like Kamara's really been in the game plan. They tried to get him in the game plan this weekend, and they purposely got him 21 carries for 100 yards. The week before was 12 carries for like 30 yards. That's your star on your team. I know you got some receivers that are studly there, but your quarterback doesn't need to throw so many times. Week 1, he throws 47 attempts. This week, 34. You damn near throw 80 attempts in 2 weeks or almost 90 on a kid that hasn't really played much. I just don't think that's how you win games if you're the Saints.
Right.
I mean, I get you're going to have to air it out. You're going to be behind. But the reality is you got to go to your strengths and go. Your defense is your strength. And if your defense is going to be a strength, then you got to maintain the ball in your possession for a while. You got to maintain that possession, ball carry, to win games.
No,
Or
yeah.
you just don't win them.
No, for sure. And they turned it over, and they were a little sloppy for sure.
Yeah.
They're not going to win a lot of games this year, but
I mean,
I think
it's
they're
a
a young,
first-year head coach. Kellen Moore's the head coach now.
they're a young team.
And he's
that,
an offensive guy, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
he was.
Yeah.
He's an offensive guy for a long time. He's the old Boise State quarterback back in the day.
yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I know a lot of things also have to deal with money. They could, I think they were like, they only had like 11, 12 million dollars in cap space.
They've
could
been
just
bad.
be trying, they could be, I know for the last like 5 years, they've been over
Way
by
over.
like 30, 50 million, and then, just giving everybody their pay ups, trying to get back over
Yeah.
the cap. They
Yeah.
could just be letting it ride just so they can get enough money to start building again.
Man, you got to call that, right? As an ownership and stuff like that, you're looking at, the people behind the scene are looking at that stuff, and they're like kind of figuring that out. Like, There's a season where we're gonna have to literally chalk it up
Mm-hmm.
and just roll the dice and be done with it. And that could be a season, and they're not gonna come out and say that. 'Cause
Yeah.
You don't want to tell your team, you don't want to start that way. But yeah, it's not looking good over in New Orleans, in my opinion.
What did you guys think about like that? I forget his first name. Pinero is the last name. Maybe Anthony.
Eddie Pinero.
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie Pinero.
He played for the Raiders.
the guy that the Niners signed. Goes out there for his first kick. It's a PAT, and he misses it like wide left. Like I'm sitting like right over there, and I'm like, "What is going?" I just laughed hysterically.
Yeah,
dude.
you
I
have
was
to.
like, "What is going on here? How did this guy?" And then he nailed the next two field goals, and it was like everything was okay. But yeah, I was just kind of funny, because we have our Jake Moody struggles. We get a new guy.
Yeah.
He literally misses the first one at PAT.
Yeah.
And so it was hilarious.
And then
but-
you mentioned in the text stream that John Parker Romo guy that
Yeah.
tried for them. He went 5 for 5 in his game.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
He did.
and Moody did get picked up.
Yeah, he's on the Bears
Yeah, he's
practice
on the
squad,
Bears
bro.
practice
Bears
squad,
practice
so-
squad.
Yeah,
There you
man. You think I was thinking about that? What do you think the Bears think? Just a change of scenery might do him well?
go.
I mean, I thought he was toasted butter, but I guess like somebody out there thinks he's a good kicker. Just had some bad stuff going on in San
I think
Francisco.
the Bears are.
I would not touch
I
him.
think the Bears are on. They're on the beginning of a crumble when they shouldn't be, but
Yeah.
they're going.
You know it's bad when you're picking up Moody.
When
off
you're picking up
waivers.
kickers, man. And
Yeah.
but the Moody was drafted as your guys' first pick a few years ago. It was round 4, but remember you guys had a late round pick a few years ago.
Yeah. Mac Jones comes in the game, 26 to 39.
He
I was
played a great game.
Yeah, he played
Yeah,
a good game.
great game.
Christian McCaffrey he played another game, not
CMC?
yeah, they were like last week he's, potentially going to miss the season or like the Achilles thing is coming up. Now he's played 2 games in a row, so he seemingly kind of seems a little bit healthy. I don't know. You think last week was like some kind of like Kyle Shanahan hearkening to like Bill Belichick type stuff or you think McCaffrey's secretly injured or what's going on over there?
No, it's just gonna be all the injuries happening right now. Just don't have everybody on the team to take away, the tight end, the receivers. You don't have all that personnel.
Yeah, yeah. I was just kind of wondering
McCaffrey's-
if they're how truthful they were being.
Yeah.
It's like they're so veiled with McCaffrey, like not with everybody else, but with like CMC, it's like you never know what's actually happening. And like
He's
played
always
2
had
games.
he's always had soft tissue injuries in
Yeah.
his lower leg, but no, his knees always had soft tissue. It's a thigh, it's a calf, it's a heel. He's always had those, but that's because he's such a hard runner.
Maybe he needs
mean-
a masseuse.
He might. Who knows? Don't go to Cleveland, Baltimore. I hear those the best. ones.
Robert
Yeah.
Kraft, I heard.
They can
Sean
recommend some.
Watson. They got some.
Yeah, they got some. They know some people.
All
Yeah,
right,
some referrals.
Chunk, you ready here for that?
I'm ready.
Craigslist has some.
All right.
For Watson.
We are going to. You know what? Let's first before we do that, we're going to do a really quick one. I liked it when we did it last week. Everybody pull up their fantasy squad. Let's pull up their fantasy squad. I'll pull up mine first,
Okay.
and we're going to talk about who did hot, who did not, how we did in our fantasy. Literally 30 seconds or less. Everybody, here's my fantasy squad right now. I'm playing. I got Lad McConkey, who's not doing anything right now, and I'm probably going to lose. Josh Allen pulled up another dud for me this week. But Mac Jones, he was my savior. I asked all these guys in the chat. I said, should I start Mac Jones, Russell Wilson, or Flacco because Purdy is out? Some of you guys said, but I went with Mac Jones, and he proved me right. So thanks, Mac Jones, for keeping me in it. But Josh Allen, you kind of did a stinker this week. James Cook, who I'm playing against, got all the points. But
Yeah.
that was my fantasy team. What about you, Ryan?
Looks like I'm gonna
Who's
lose,
hot, who's
lose,
not?
lose miserable.
Ugh.
But the hot one, you got to go with Puka Nacua. He's been a solid on my team the whole time. I mean, he's good to go, right? Who's not? I'm gonna have to. Who was hot last week is not the hot one this week for my team, and that's Derrick Henry giving me a whopping 23 yards against the Browns.
It drops, man. He dropped it twice.
I get it. He dropped it. He
I don't know why
fumbled.
he's dropping now.
I don't know, but he never tends to do very well against the Browns. I know it's divisional. I was questionable about it, but you never bench Henry.
He's a
So,
he's
you know,
afraid
you
of
can't-
Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's my not right now. Gino is a negative, so he's really a not.
I know. We're all
But we
walking-
got a whole game, and,
Yeah, we
and
did.
the only reason I started him is because I thought Washington's defense would have held Jordan Love a little bit better. But that's the reason I don't win at fantasy.
Oh, you're gonna turn it around. You only have to get
All those
top
spots.
8 for
Yeah.
playoffs. All right, Chunk, who you got? Who's hot? Who's not?
All right, who's not? Scary Terry's been a dud for me so far these last
Yeah.
2 games.
Yeah, they gave him a big contract too.
Portland Sutton gave me a whopping 2 points. That was a little sad. But I had Jared Goff who saved me, my savior this week.
5 touchdowns.
Our points are a little inflated, 43 points for me.
Wow.
And then on my bench, I Stevenson from the Patriots. He's got 18 points, and he's sitting there. A little sad.
Yeah, I thought last week was funny because we were sitting here watching JJ McCarthy, and you commented that you had him, but on your bench.
Yep.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
Well, you can leave him there now.
Yeah. You know, now I got to think twice about that one.
He's gonna go to IR and we'll try to pick somebody up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Chris, who you got? Who's hot and who's not? Tell us about your matchup this week.
Who's hot? His entire team was hot this week. He
Yeah,
went over
yeah.
200.
I got super lucky,
went
dude.
nuts. Yeah.
I went nuts because of St. Brown and Neighbors. They both put up over 34 points.
Wow.
That was my big.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
Garrett
that-
Wilson did 7. Stafford did 21.
We don't want to know who's hot right now because that whole team beat
Okay.
everybody.
Murder.
Let's just hear who's
Zach,
sucked.
Murder.
Zach
Who sucked on your
Charbonnet.
team?
Zach Charbonnet 1 point.
Oh wow.
Was he
Garrett
starting?
Wilson. Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was.
Okay.
But KG3 got the touchdown.
And you're gonna win for sure.
Well, I mean, unless Keenan Allen has 2 touchdowns, Herbert has 500 yards, Ashton Jeanty has a touchdown. But yeah,
Crosby, I don't know if that was an awesome get off
Yeah,
or he
no,
was just
that's
on.
awesome.
you know what's crazy
Late
though?
flag.
I picked up Roquan Smith and Schrader on waivers this week, and Roquan Smith put up 19 and a half, and Schrader put up 16.
Roquan Smith put up 19 and a half points. What did he get?
Was
Yeah,
he
touchdown.
He had the touchdown,
Oh,
right?
yeah, you get
he had
that
the scoop
touchdown.
and score.
Yeah, so I got lucky, and my bench didn't really do anything. So I mean, I had a good week that I did not expect because I was slated to lose. I had a 44% chance of winning on Thursday night.
Well, that is high score so far in the league. Best week so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
Week 2.
by far.
Chunk, this is a new segment. I love this segment. I'm excited to hear. Last year, one of the Chunk Yard picks was Benson, and I snagged him up at midnight. So I got to hear what Chunk has to say today. I'm writing my notes. Remember, you said Benson last week.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and I
you-
snagged him up off Arizona.
You already picked him up, Juan Johnson or whatever from the Saints, the tight end. You
Okay.
said you picked him up.
Oh, yeah. I
He's
picked him
owned
up.
at 17.3%.
I know. So that was a pretty good
He's
pickup.
doing really
I got to
well for
keep him.
his tight end.
Yeah, he's a man mountain. He's like literally he's like a lineman for tight end. He's giant.
After they traded from Jacksonville Jaguars, everybody should have picked up Tootin. I can't pronounce his name. He's owned in 47%, but I mean he's the backup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's good.
Yep, he's doing well so far. He only had 6 carries less than ETN, so he's doing well. And
Yep.
then Troy Franklin from the Broncos, caught 8 of 9 targets for 89 yards, touchdown. Week 2 playing against the Colts, they played well, good game. So
All right.
he had a solid game against.
And the way that defense has been playing these last 2 weeks, they're going to be throwing the ball a lot over there with Bo.
So that Tui guy is the backup for in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny because I had Bigsby thinking he was going to take over that job,
He got
and then
traded.
he literally went to the worst place ever.
Yep.
Saquon's backup.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like unless Saquon gets hurt, you're screwed.
Yeah.
and that's a chunk yard for you.
Yeah. And that's the chunk yard. You're gonna have to give me those. So I
Hey,
can,
hey,
get those
hey.
Tuesday night at midnight. What?
Give him that $20 back.
Chunk's helping me out. No, but that Benson one was good. I think that was a good pick last week. All right, I love those picks from the Chunk Yard. Now we're gonna go over to his left. We're gonna go do some power rankings. Purper, he's got some rankings for us. Top 5 people. The list is fluid. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, Chris. But give us your top 5.
All right, so in
And,
5,
and let's start from
see
5 all the way to 1. What?
Get out
What
of
is-
here.
oh, that's
You're
yours?
talking.
We all did it.
Oh, I didn't know we all did it.
We're all doing it. We all want to be part
We
of it.
just want to see
Oh,
we just
I want to
wanna
see
have
if we're the
Oh,
same.
perfect.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
did.
do it, but I want to listen to
We-
your
we
guys,
gotta have the same
and then
people.
I'll say if I agree or disagree. All
So-
right, go
so
ahead,
for
Chris.
my
For 5, go
I
ahead.
had the Detroit Lions.
All right,
because
Detroit
of the
Lions.
big week they had, right?
Because of the big performance,
Big performance.
yesterday, they
They-
got back on. Because
they-
where would they have finished if they didn't have that big performance? Somewhere like 8, 9, 10.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, but that was a big game.
But they came back. So
All right, who do you got, Chunk? Are we gonna do it that way or what?
No, it's just let him
All right,
know. This is his
5
segment.
All right, sounds good.
That's all good.
All right, go.
Dude, we got firepower for
Four,
argument.
All right.
I got Baltimore. They beat division, right? There's some problems in Baltimore, but they're 4. I think they're still good for a 4. I didn't do this because I'm a Dolphins fan, but I put the Bills at 3 just because the Jets were decimated and Allen didn't do much yesterday. So I put
Sorry.
the Bills at 3.
You don't
I
like
got
Bills.
Philly at 2 for beating Kansas City at home, even though they have been 0-3. Like Patrick Mahomes hasn't been 0-2 since his sophomore year of high school.
Bills
It's
3,
ridiculous. So
Philly
Bill,
2.
Here it comes.
Packers number 1.
Boom.
Really?
Number 1. Yep. I'm
I
sorry,
didn't even
dude.
put Packers number 1, and I told you they would be good this year.
Packers number 1. Dude, that
Oh,
Carson.
brother.
Who's that?
Big hit on Herbert.
Oh, look how late that came in.
Uh-oh. Harbaugh's going nuts, baby.
Harbaugh hates Carroll though. They hate each other.
I know, they hate that.
Like they actively
Dude.
will hate. They hate.
all
each
right,
other.
so you got the Packers as your number 1
I do.
team.
Parsons,
This,
man.
this was
Parsons,
late.
Parsons
That was stupid.
sent
They
that
just
Packers-
gave it to him.
I think Parsons puts the Packers at number
He
one,
did look beastly this last week, man. He was getting after.
and Jordan Love went nuts on the Commanders' defense that was supposed to be good.
All right. And this is this
I
is
get it,
kind
you
of a
laid
power
on him,
rankings
whatever.
right now, right?
I
This
love
is
when it's
right now.
I love when it's a
Today.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I love when it's called an what is it? Unnecessary roughness. They got pads on, bro. It's football.
He was already
I
going,
love
and then he
that
laid
movie, by
down.
the way.
Yeah,
That's
that one's
stupid.
that one's
That's
sticky
so
tacky right
close.
there.
Yeah. Oh,
He was already going for it.
They're gonna call it though anytime.
Because
Let's see.
Start-
Did he jerk his head back?
he initiated the slide.
Ass.
They'll call it. That's an ejection in college. That's targeting, sir.
If they come in crown down,
Yeah.
crown down.
I think that might be a moment
You know,
to change it.
I like yours.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
I don't have the Lions on mine.
Okay.
All right.
I went Buffalo number one because I don't think you can knock them off right now.
You're starting one.
I'm starting at one. I
Okay.
always start at top. I don't
Okay.
start backwards, bro. That's weird.
All right. Okay.
Okay. I got Buffalo at number one.
All
I do
right.
got Green Bay number three,
That's
number
fair.
two.
That's fair.
Because I would love to see those two play.
Absolutely.
I
Those
would.
Packers
I
in the
would.
Super Bowl?
I would love to.
Oh, that'd
well,
be sick.
I would love to see them play. Period.
Yeah.
I did keep Philly in the top three because you can't knock them out until they're there. It's like the Chiefs.
Okay.
I actually have the Rams at number 4.
You can't discount the Rams. That's
I actually have
true.
the Rams at number 4 just because I think they're doing better than the Lions in my opinion right now
Okay.
on the book.
Both their wins weren't great.
And
They
then
beat
I
the
put-
Texans, and then
I
yesterday
put
they beat the
Balti
Titans.
number
Balti?
5.
Okay, okay.
That's I just kind of glanced
It's
at things and I
close,
was like,
it's
it's really
Rams
close.
Are a good pick. I was teetering on the Rams, and I was teetering on Buccaneers too, because Buccaneers are right in there too.
They are. They're getting some scrappy wins though
Yeah.
too.
So anyway,
A little tough.
Mine's not too controversial. Number 5, I got the Colts. Colts are going
All
for
right, you
everybody.
like
right
the
now.
Colts?
I like
What?
the Colts.
Colts that much?
The Colts at number 5.
Yeah, not number 1.
Power rankings in the NFL, huh?
Yeah.
I like it. All
Right now? Right now?
All right, you like the
Number
Colts
5.
with Daniel Jones. Let's go.
Mine's not that controversy. Number 5.
Number 4, I got Green Bay.
All right, okay.
Uh, Eagles number 3. Everybody has the
All
Eagles.
right, all right, Eagles Super
I
Bowl
got
champs.
Ravens at number 2. Ravens are shaking off the first couple weeks. I think they're going to go. I know I just said right now, I still think they're a powerhouse.
Okay.
And then Bills number 1.
Bills number 1. All right, Ravens. Yeah.
Well, I put my Ravens at 4, my Packers at 1. I put Bills at 3, but it wasn't anything bad. I just don't think. I think they played a weak divisional rival, and Allen just didn't have a good week. And I thought Philly had a better week against KC. That was my only reason.
Why do you
Yeah.
think the Colts? You just think they got a complete team?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, I think Daniel Jones is really clicking with everybody, and I think they're playing for him. I can't remember what play it was, or I think when they got the win.
I mean, to be fair, they played the
they're
Dolphins the first week.
Doesn't matter. I think they're still.
It
clicking.
does matter.
I don't think so.
Come on.
Well, we called this trouble in Miami, so I guess we got to knock the Dolphins a few times.
Yeah.
I mean,
Daniel Jones is good to me if he doesn't get knocked around, but
Yeah.
He's
When I
better
do get
than
knocked-
I thought.
yeah.
They just have a
here's
complete team
my
now.
thing. Whoever loses to the Dolphins right now or the Saints, might as well just go cry.
Yeah.
Well,
That's just
Bears
my
too.
opinion.
Throw the Bears in there.
Our fans
I
were
think the Bears are better though. They actually have potential.
No, the Saints are good, bro. Watch.
No. God.
The Saints are good.
Yeah.
It's okay. The fans,
think they're
the fans will tell us in the
scrappy
comments.
Yeah,
who's right, who's
are the
wrong.
Saints good?
You know what's funny is my girlfriend and I got together last year, and she.
Oh, yeah,
because I was a
she
Dolphins
likes
fan.
Saints.
No, she picked the Saints because she likes the Fleur de Lis.
Yeah.
So we are a Saints Dolphins household. She doesn't watch football. She doesn't care. Who was that? Was that Aunt Ellen?
Yep.
Ooh, there you go. My opponent has it.
Touchdown, Keenan
So,
Allen.
I got double
from
right there 'cause-
Herbert.
Dude, man has on my. He has Allen
10-3.
and Herbert.
Chargers
That's what
are
I
up
said.
on the Raiders.
I don't have it sacked. I mean,
20
this could go
seconds
off.
left in
I
the
could
first
lose.
quarter.
This dude could put up 205 points in.
I like how he begged to come back to San Diego or LA.
Yeah, absolutely. He wanted to retire here. He just wanted to retire a Charger. I mean, he spent 2 seasons in Chicago.
I think so.
Yeah, it was like 2.
I think so.
It wasn't very long.
That was good. I mean, that drive was definitely driven by a bunch of flags.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys, so to recap, you guys both
One
have
has at 138.
the Bills as your number 1 top dog in the NFL, and you have the Packers. I have the Packers a lot lower than that. I don't know. I just, and it's not, you know what? More, it's probably because the playoff experience. You know, somebody posted yesterday, and I don't think this, but like that the Packers will probably win first seed in the playoffs and then get beat by the Niners. But I'm not just saying the Niners, but they probably will get beat. Like I think by the Eagles or the Rams. Or something. To me, that's what. And probably not the Niners, but they're not playing great right now. But I'm just saying, like I don't know. There's something about the Packers. I feel like they maybe need like one more season in the playoffs before they're. But that's not what we're necessarily talking about.
Well,
We're talking
to
about
be fair-
power rankings right now, and you might be right. Right now, they might be the hottest team in football, and I think
You
the
said
Bills-
if the season ended today.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So, like, yeah, you might be right about that. And I think the Bills, you can make a case they're the hottest team in football because they have the hottest
Well-
player in football.
The number one, like what you're saying, actually makes sense because look at the Lions last year. They locked in that 1 seed NFC and then got destroyed by the Commanders the next week.
Yeah, it's just.
That was like crazy to me that they locked it in. I watched the Netflix show. They were chilling. They're like, yeah, I can't wait to play next week. And at the end of it, Jared Goff's like, I can't believe we lost.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean,
nuts, man.
there's countless examples of
Yeah.
not always the best regular season quarterbacks do well in the playoffs. I
Yeah.
mean, that's like a for sure thing. So
How do you play zone in the end zone?
who knows?
I don't know. That's how they always play.
They
They
do.
just play it soft.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna skip the prize picks today. Man, I wanted to talk a little about the Patriots, but we'll skip that too. I guess we'll end it on fire alarm. What do you think? You got a look of disgust on your face about that
Yeah,
last pick up.
It's a rivalry game. Man.
I know.
It is what it is.
I'm rooting for the Raiders, man.
Raider fans know the roller coaster of a game.
Yeah, you're gonna come back here.
Their offense looks like dog shit.
Well, I hope they pull it out. You guys know it's Pete Carroll's birthday today.
74.
You'd be lucky to make it to halftime. 74. Everything after is a blessing.
I don't know. What I've seen so far, the Raiders' offense is not clicking at all.
Yeah.
Gino is running around like a squirrel looking for a nut,
Yeah.
throwing shit. They haven't had anything downfield really.
You know, Gentry's doesn't know the plays.
Yeah, Chinty's going the wrong way on a handoff, and Gino's looking at him like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
But the professionals, they should settle in.
Yeah.
Adjust at halftime, hopefully. They go end around. I know, but he threw a jump ball to Trey Tucker in the end zone against double coverage.
You threw it to the shortest guy on our
Yeah.
team. Like, what happened to Thornton?
Yeah, now Thornton, the 6'4" guy,
He's 6'4".
has like a 99 speed on Madden.
So we're not. Ooh,
Khalil Mack
ooh,
was-
ooh!
Oh,
I'm a little excited now.
oh, it's a wrist.
Oh, yeah, that's your
He'll
boy.
just he'll tape it up. He'll put a club on.
No, the way he came out, he's hiding. Look,
Look at him, yeah. Yeah, that's like a broken
I mean,
arm.
I hate to
Let's
see
check
an
it
injury,
out.
but I've been hating Khalil Mack haunting us.
Oh, look at his buddy just pinned his arm in between that. On the other side, watch.
it's the one he
Right.
extends out right there.
Oh,
Boom.
oh. Yeah, he broke his wrist. He broke his
Oh.
wrist.
Well, I won't be mad. I don't ever want injuries in the
Yeah.
football game.
But
But
if it
a
happens-
defensive player of that caliber,
Yes.
I'm okay with. He should have came back to the Raiders.
Oh.
I wish. I wish.
So I'm not gonna do the fire alarm on my Raiders just yet.
All right. We're going to end the show out on fire alarm. This is the segment we do every single week where we pull the fire alarm. Somebody, a team, a coach, general manager, organization, whatever you want to pull the fire alarm, you can. This is the negative list to be on. You don't want to be on
Can
this
we
list.
can we throw a little wrench in this fire alarm?
Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard because it's on the wind right now, but I think we should just leave the Dolphins alone right now.
Yeah, I'm going to leave the Dolphins
Yeah.
alone. They're not
Is that
my
okay,
person.
Chris?
That's fine.
Or is that your fire alarm?
No.
Oh,
that
okay.
wasn't- no, because this was when I had on the Dolphins. I knew we were going to talk about it.
This was what on the Dolphins. This is his fire alarm.
Yeah, he came ready to roast the Dolphins
Yeah.
today.
I mean, they did it themselves.
Yeah.
I'm just
but-
here to talk about it.
Fire alarm. We talk about, just a player, like I said, negative in the NFL this last week. We'll start with Chunk. Chunk, who you got? Who you pulling the fire alarm on? Who you want to throw some doggy do on? This
It's a little early, but Ben Johnson decided not to come to the Raiders, so went to the Bears. I mean, his defense is being terrible. It was a vendetta with the Lions.
Yeah.
They just scoring. Got hurt a little bit. Score. And I don't think their offense is click. I don't know what the whole thing is, but Ben Johnson, not right now.
Yeah. All right. So Ben Johnson, fire alarm. Get out of there, man. Yeah. I could see Caleb.
You know
Williams
dang
was-
well the Campbell was like, "What's up, Benny?
You know it.
Yeah, exactly.
How's it over there?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's
You
always
remember
nice.
scores like this with you on my team?
Yeah, that's always
Bye.
nice. Beat your old team. But who you got, Chris?
Mine was a player in the Steelers-Seahawks game, Caleb Johnson, when he missed that ball. Because when
Oh,
the ball
yeah.
and on that kickoff,
Yeah.
the ball lands in the target zone.
Yep.
It goes into the end zone. It's a live ball, and he's sitting there going, like, no wonder you're not playing, bro.
Yep.
This is why you're not playing. You don't earn jobs. And they even said in there, like, oh, he hasn't earned a lot of playing time. It's because he doesn't know simple rules.
Yeah.
That was terrible. And then
That was terrible.
that was a terrible play. So that was my fire alarm. I know I think he's been on the Steelers 2 years now, but that was pitiful.
That was
pitiful.
That was really pitiful.
That was bad.
Adam, let's hear your fire alarm.
All right, mine's a guy I'm gonna get on him week 2. I was on him all year last year, but I'm gonna get on him early. I gotta go with Trevor Lawrence, man. There's no reason for these guys not to beat the Burrowless Bengals yesterday. They need to do it. They got a new coach. They got what's that dude's name? The guy from Travis Hunter. They got him. They got a lot of
He's
things going
struggling,
on.
though.
To me, nobody's had more chances than Trevor Lawrence to do good. The coach guy's super weird. He can't even say Duval right. I don't know if you saw a clip yesterday, but there was a thing where he was kind of yelling at Trevor Lawrence, and then Trevor Lawrence is like waving him off. So it already looks like they have a little bit of friction there over in Jacksonville. So I don't think it's going that well. So yeah, I think I don't understand why he's still the starter. Lots of guys have gotten the chain pulled much earlier than Trevor Lawrence, but I don't know whether it's his look or just something about him, but he just gets away with a lot, I feel, and he's never really produced a lot.
You're right.
Well, what's interesting about that is the last time Jacksonville actually made a deep playoff run was the AFC Championship in 2018, and then they drafted Lawrence like 2 years later, and they haven't done anything since.
Yeah.
And he's one of the 10 highest paid quarterbacks in the league.
What?
Well, top 5.
Yeah. Oh, he's top 5 is that high?
I think
Is
so.
he making that much?
He's up there.
That's
He's
crazy
up
to me that you haven't been to the playoffs since 2018 to the AFC Championship, and you're paying your quarterback to not go to playoff games.
No,
It's like the Dolphins GM without a playoff win.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense.
No, you're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
it doesn't make sense.
it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
top 5. It's Dak, Burrow, Allen, Love, Lawrence. $55 million a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Not even Purdy's getting that money.
I know.
Purdy,
Purdy- Purdy's high paid. He's
yeah,
been paid.
yeah. I mean, he been to NFC Championship game, Super Bowl. Trevor Lawrence.
Maybe Tua and Purdy on there because the tax brackets for Miami and San Francisco.
I kind of think a little bit of it is when you play in a market like Jacksonville, you're just gonna have to overpay for guys sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To keep a guy there. Same with the Bengals. They got, if you're gonna keep Burrow and Jamar Chase in places they probably don't want to play, you're just gonna have to overpay.
I get that.
Let's go, Chip Kelly, draw something up.
Anything else, guys? I wanted to end on this. This was hilarious, guys. This guy got 4 penalties in a row in a game yesterday with the Giants, and then they had to bench him. But I'll play the clip, and then we'll end the show on this. But
There you go.
Personal foul. Offense number 55. Blow to the head. 15-yard penalty. 15 second half.
I get just watch Dable every time.
For his first 5 today. Just keeps up.
Offense number 55. 5-yard penalty. Personal foul. Offense number 55.
No way.
What?
Penalty from the end of the run. First down.
This was old school. Hard school.
They just
That's the game.
I'm literally standing.
He just wants to eat. He just wants to eat.
Number 55.
He's standing next to
5-yard penalty. No second.
I'm crazy. He did 3
I would have
penalties
loved.
in a
I
row.
would have loved the ref just to throw another flag, and when he's on the sideline, and be like, "Offensive basket, offensive foul, 50." I mean, no, wait, where did 55 go? He just used to this.
He did 3 penalties in a row, and then they benched him.
Yeah.
And then the first play they brought him back in, he did another.
So, coach,
penalty.
I promise, coach, I can do this.
I got this, coach.
The last
I'm ready.
The last play, the center doesn't even take his hands off his knees. He's just staring at the ground. But, anyways, we're watching Monday Night Football here. We're gonna continue. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys got anything to say?
No, he's good.
Wow.
Peace. Go Raiders.
Like and subscribe.
Go Raiders!
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Raiders. I want to see them win.
I like it. It's division.
If the Raiders are in it, you guys are jazzed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we want you
dude,
guys
this is for first place of the AFC West of week 2, though.
Yeah. We'll
Hey,
take
the
it.
Chiefs are
Were you guys first place
time
last year?
ever.
Because you beat the Ravens. I remember last year you guys beat the Ravens.
We
and
beat
were
the
all-
Ravens in week
I
2,
remember-
and we were
I
stunned.
remember that episode.
That was the last time I said Raiders out loud.
I remember that episode. We were
Yeah.
pretty high on them.
We were high.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson was like, what the heck?
Let's
Come
go.
on, Gino.
Oh, Gino,
Go
Gino,
on,
go.
Use those legs.
All right, here we go. Oh, Gino.
Oh, why? Oh, Gino, you're too old for that, buddy.
No, he got it, though.
Hey, it was
He
second
got it.
down, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see him get hurt.
I'm just waiting for Adam to make a Geno remark about what he's seen for Geno. He's probably seen Geno Smith play more than I have.
Yeah, I've seen Geno play a lot.
Yeah.
He
He just looks frazzled tonight. He looks tippy-toed, dude.
yeah, when he
supposed
gets
to be
yeah. I
spectacular
mean, that's
when
every
he don't.
quarterback in the NFL. I don't want to say like whenever any quarterback gets frazzled or hit, they throw more interceptions. There's no doubt about
Yeah,
it. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
No, what's that like? I don't have a team that quarterback that does that at all.
But Gino will always seem to do it at the most inopportune minute.
Yeah.
Moment,
Yeah.
like in the third or fourth quarter.
Yep.
Because there was a lot of games that they were playing the Niners and they were on their way to win, and then Gino threw a pick at the end. But that's a lot of quarterbacks. When you get at the end and you're in, playing that prevent defense, it's hard to throw.
Prevent to win.
Yeah, I guess. But anyways, go Raiders. We'll be back next week every Monday at 6:30. Who plays next week Monday Night Football? Anybody know?
About to find out.
No, it's
Yeah.
not in my head.
Dude, come on. 1 week out of a time. My team hasn't even played this week. You want me to know next week?
Week 3.
Let's see.
Who can find
Real
it
quick.
first?
Real quick. Who
Ooh.
can find it first? Who can find it first?
Maybe we'll
Who
stay
can
on
find it
until the end of this drive here. We got to.
Oh, scrolls.
Lions,
Lions,
Ravens.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Lions, Ravens, quick. Who you got on that game while we're here?
Ravens.
I'm going to take Ravens.
Lions, baby.
Well, I can't play survival
Jared
anymore 'cause I
Goff,
chose
that's
the
my
Lions
man.
in week 1.
Oh, by the way, that is a good question. The survival league, since there was 4 of us down to it, we still all 4 are in it. Good picks, guys. Good picks. So don't forget, we need those picks in by Thursday.
All right, I'll get the
All
pick.
right,
I'll
all
get the
right.
pick.
These guys didn't say what happened.
Um,
I want to see Kelly. Where's he
I
at?
played mine
Yeah,
with my
Kelly,
team.
where you at?
Kelly, where
man?
you at, man?
Kelly, where you at, dude?
we had 5 people play no show, or 4 no-shows in our group messages. So
That's a darn shame. We got to get Jason on here. We got to get Keegan.
Well-
They're all going to get on.
Well, I mean, ironically, I chose the Packers as my powerhouse rankings, and then I chose the Lions for week 1 survival against the Packers. So, oh well, it is what
yeah,
it is.
it is.
Stay
It
on
is
until
what it
the
is.
end of this drive here. 3rd and 6, 10-7, 10-3. Chargers are up on the Raiders. Brock Bowers playing in this game. That was good. He was
He's-
kind of.
He's in, but he's not.
I think he's
Yeah.
a decoy.
Yeah.
I put Kincaid in this week because of it.
That's a bad route by Myers. He's got to
Really?
cut
You
that.
started
He's got to
Kincaid
cut that shorter.
Kincaid over him because that's like you think he's still hurt.
Yeah, he's definitely hurt. He didn't
He's
practice
hurt,
all
yeah.
week. He did limited yesterday, and now he's in here. So
He's not out, but he has 1 point.
yeah, he's a decoy in my opinion. He's sitting right there on the end of the
36.
line.
Let's
Yeah,
go
right.
for 7.
I mean, hey,
Oh my God.
Gino fumbles the snap.
Michael
Sack.
Myers.
No, he barely even
Michael
fumbled.
Myers
Yeah,
is
he didn't-
backup,
he just-
and he's
That's
already
a shitty
Drop.
snap.
Yeah,
got
snap.
dropped,
Shitty
so-
snap. Sorry.
Shitty snap.
well, they got the JPPs out this week on the line, so they got a backup right now in.
Didn't they move him to guard anyways?
Well, he's concussed.
I thought
Oh,
that.
look at that
Yeah.
snap!
You're right. I thought
Yeah.
that football was black. That is as conditioned as I've seen one.
Yeah,
That thing
Yeah.
is dark.
yeah.
Maybe it's Gino likes him that way.
Well, no, they're gonna keep it dark for
He
the
likes
Raider
his
jersey.
footballs like he likes his women.
Ooh. Maybe you shouldn't have stayed on. We're getting a little
Black and black, and,
risque
black,
over here.
and, black and leathery.
Wow.
You gotta keep the ball as close to the jersey colors.
Here
as
we
you can.
go. Carlton for the field goal.
That's it.
Right down the middle, 40-yard attempt. 10-6.
This is
There you
typical
go.
Chargers
Chargers
Raiders football right
It
here.
is Charger Raider
It's Charger
football.
Raider football, dude.
And then
It's
what
not-
happens is you have one game that someone just blows each other out of the water.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly,
happens between these two.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a decent game.
Yeah. And I hate to say home, away. Good night.
Later, guys.
Come back next week.
Later.
Fun Monday.